Way up to Angela, but I call her Yee. Way up.
Hey, yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. Mano's here.
Hey, I'm back, baby.
Yes. Mano.
Tuesday.
Talk. Dan, stop it. Our producer Dan is in here, and he is just...
It's crazy, just down in that banana.
Have you ever seen somebody go ham on a banana? That's what he's doing right now.
Guess we got to say pause.
He's going, yeah. It's like, it feels disrespectful. Like, you shouldn't be...
When did that become outlawed?
It's not outlawed.
It is. You can't just eat a banana like that no more.
First, I'm trying to tell him it's not a popsicle. It's a banana. All right. So anyway, we do have a special guest joining us today, Erica Ford.
Yeah.
And she has a book, The Peace Doctor's Playbook. 365 Days to a Stronger, More Powerful You. She's done a lot in the community.
Yeah,
you know her personally.
I know her for years,
yeah, she's always working against gun violence.
Right.
And yes, all of the things. And she does need to take care of herself, though, because I think a lot of times when it comes to activism, when it comes to working in the community, you give so much of yourself.
Right.
So we'll talk about that. But let's start the show with some love and some positivity. Let's shine a light. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Let us know who you want to shine a light on. Who do you want to spread some love to? It's Way Up.
I'ma shine. Turn your lights on, y'all. Turn your lights on. Spreading love to those who are doing greatness. Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them. It's time to shine a light on them.
Alrighty, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my guy Mano.
That's right.
When is Ramadan over?
Oh, man, we only a weekend.
Yeah. How's it going?
It's 30 days.
I'm going to do it with you.
No, you're not.
After today.
Cap.
All right. But today we want to shine a light on SZA. Her album, SOS, has officially tied Michael Jackson's Thriller as the longest running top 10 album by a black artist in Billboard 200 history.
Congrats.
What an accomplishment during Women's History Month.
Major.
For SZA to be able to do that. That album is definitely a no-skips amazing project. So I want to shout out to SZA for that. And the fact that she has music now that is still, you know, her song Luther with Kendrick Lamar is #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for the 3rd week.
Yeah.
It's like no matter what she does,
I love that song.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, shout out to you, SZA. Well deserved. Now, who do you guys want to spread some love to? Who do you want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150. Markeisha, who do you want to shine a light on?
I'd like to shine a light on my mom, Sherry.
Okay, Sherry, tell us about her.
She is one of the bravest, nurturing, caring, considerate women I know, and she gives tough love, and it's the best love. It makes us stronger. So I wanted to shine a light on her.
I like soft love, but tough love is necessary. You're right.
It is sometimes, not all the time.
You're right. Sometimes I just need a hug.
That's right, and she gives the best hug too.
Oh, well, shout out to you, and shout out to your mama too, Markeisha.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
All right, well, that was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, you could leave a message. And since we just shined a light on SZA, when we come back in your Yee, let's talk about another person who is breaking records. This time it's on Broadway. We'll tell you who it is. It's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the room. From industry shade to all the gossip. Talk to me. Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
And you know I am. All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm
Way
here.
Up.
Mano's here. I really be knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
So Denzel, his play Othello on Broadway set 4 house records at the Ethel Barrymore Theater, grossing $2.6 million in its first week. It topped the Broadway box office. They said the high demand for Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal's performances has driven those ticket prices up. It's an average of about $362 per ticket. You know, shout out to them. It was the highest grossing show on Broadway last week, ahead of Wicked, The Lion King, Hamilton, all of that.
Wicked is still on Broadway?
Yes.
And in the movies.
Yep. Absolutely. So shout out to him. I know, you know how many people want to go see Denzel and Jake Gyllenhaal? Like, anybody would go to that, I feel like. Even if you never go to Broadway, that's a great opportunity to see 2 great actors go. But Denzel, you know, a whole nother level. All right, Lauryn Hill and Stevie Wonder, they went to Roberta Flack's Celebration of Life Music Memorial. It was a public memorial service. And of course, you know, Killing Me Softly, that is a Roberta Flack classic But it also
They
became
did, yeah,
a
right.
Fugees
Fugees,
classic, you know, with Lauren singing on
That's
there.
right.
And Lauren actually got on the mic and said that she showed up and wasn't asked to even do anything, just come. Here's what she said.
We weren't formally asked to do this because I think they were a little shy in asking us to attend. So we kind of bum rushed the service. Because it really wouldn't be possible for us to just stand by and not participate in this homegoing service.
Bum rushed.
Yeah, so her and Wyclef were there and they actually performed.
Really?
Killing Me Soft. Yes, here it is.
Killing me softly with his song.
That's really a way to take a classic song and make it your own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
they
not
did
just
that.
a remake. It's like a
They did
whole
that.
different vibe.
It was classic in 2 eras.
Yep. All right. Now, Michelle Obama has announced that she has a new podcast she's doing with her brother, Craig Robinson. They're launching. It's called IMO, in my opinion. They're going to give their opinions and candid perspectives to the everyday questions shaping their lives, relationships, and the world around them. In the press release, it says, through honesty, humor, and deep reflection, they uncover the shared experiences that connect us all. And the podcast will debut on March 12th. They have guests like Issa Rae, Jay Shetty, Keke Palmer, and more. They can get anyone, I'm sure. Like if Michelle Obama was like, Mano, come get on this podcast.
Of course.
We're there. Okay. Just to be clear. All right. Well, that is your Yee Tea. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. Mano, you want me to tell you what you did last night?
No. Stay
Okay.
out of my, no, please.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what I did last night. Here's some Drake. This is what we do up here. Headlines. It's way up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
All right. It's way up with Angela Yee. I'm
Way
here.
up.
Mano's
Yeah.
here. What'd you do last night?
Man, I was outside a little bit.
Okay. What's a little
Shout out to my brother Black, man. Handsome, Money Handsome from Harlem. It was his birthday, man. I pulled up on him and say less. You know, happy
Say
birthday.
less.
Yeah.
Did you order the Angela Yee on the menu?
I didn't stay. I
Oh,
had a
you
meeting.
can't have that as a chicken lo mein.
It's a chicken lo mein.
Yeah, I'm on the menu.
All month, yeah.
For
Yeah,
Women's Month.
I saw that.
Yes, indeed. Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday I went to an event at Miss Lily's.
Oh, Miss Lily's. I used to go to one on Harlem. I mean, in Houston.
Yeah, this is the one on Avenue A.
Yeah, Avenue A.
So VP Records had an event there, and Sting and Shaggy showed up. You know, they have a new single together. It's called, what's it called? Till the Morning? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Hold on, let me double. Yeah, it's called Till the Morning. It's a dope song. And you know that it's such a strange like friendship with Shaggy and Sting, but they do a lot. They really get along so well together, like going on tour together and everything. So they're back
That's
at
dope.
it. And yes, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I remember they said that Shaggy had Sting in Jamaica for the first time. That was like that was his first time in Jamaica.
So they was at Miss Lily's.
Yeah, they were actually at Miss Lily's.
Damn, Miss Lily's, I ain't been there in a minute.
Well, listen, I want to say they were passing around some chicken and plantain kebabs, as well as veggie kebabs, and it was amazing.
I forgot
you
what
know
I used
one
to
thing I'm gonna
get
do is
there.
eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they also have the Rise Up Festival. I think did that happen already? Yeah, they had the Rise Up Festival. So shout out to them for being there, showing up. Shaggy always been super cool too.
Yeah,
like when
Shaggy
you
cool, yeah.
talk to Shaggy in person, and my friend Kashan was with me. Her mom is like the biggest Shaggy.
Yeah.
She said my mom don't get excited about nothing, but you know we were like, do you mind if we FaceTime? Her mom did, and her mom was so excited about
Dope.
that. And then I told Shaggy, because he was talking about maybe he'll write a book one day, which I think he should. Right? I would definitely read a book about Shaggy because he's been in this business for decades and decades, and still super
here.
relevant today, which is not
That's
an
right.
easy thing to do.
Not at all.
Yeah, so I was like, he could write a book. It could be called It Was Me.
It was me. You got the name of it.
Can you imagine? But anyway, thank you to VP Records for the invite. Shout out to DJ Nori, who was there also. Max Glazier, DJ Dangles. Of course, Miss Pat was there, and she is such an icon to me. Miss Pat is actually the owner of VP Records.
VP been around for a long time.
Yeah, some of the biggest artists. Like I feel like
they all of them
damn
went
near,
through
except for like Bob Marley. Damn near every huge.
I think that started after him though, right?
Yeah, like almost every huge reggae, dancehall, soca artist was signed at VP Records, and they call Miss Pat the godmother of reggae. So she's the force behind it. They brought it to Queens. They're based out of there now. But shout out to all of them. All right, and so that's what we got going on. I also today am doing an event at my coffee shop, so I'm sure I'll tell you guys about this tomorrow. But shout out to Two Girls in a Cook Shop. They do the tacos that you enjoy.
What time y'all doing that?
We do Taco Tuesdays. They get there around 3, but the event is from 6 to 9 tonight, and we're doing it with Happy Cork, which is a black woman-owned shop where they actually feature a lot of black and woman-owned spirits.
Got it. Are you still going to have those tacos at around 7?
I'm going to ask her to hold them for you if you're going to really show up.
Yeah,
okay?
I might have to do
All right.
that.
Well, that is what we did last night. Also, who's joining us today? We do have it's today. Today's not even Wednesday. What's wrong with me? All right, it's Way Up.
Yeah, what's happening? You want to know my name? Way Up with Angela Yee. Turn me on.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my guy,
Way up,
Mano.
Yeah.
Mano, what's your drink of choice when you drink?
Right now I'm probably on tequila.
Okay, all right. I'm not mad at that.
You know, that's probably my thing, and I go straight.
What about mezcal? You ever drink mezcal?
Yeah, but it tastes burnt.
It's smoky. It has a smoky taste to it. All right. No, I'm just asking because we are going to have shortly a black woman-owned liquor store. It's called Happy Cork. That's in Brooklyn. But she's going to educate us on a lot of the different brands that are available because I know in the spirits business, it is really hard to find black and it's hard to find woman-owned spirits. But she's going to give you some great options because I know a lot of us, we have our go-tos when it comes to drinking, but certain things break through, right? Like we think about Uncle Nearest. And how that whiskey really broke through and disrupted a space. But there's a lot of disruptors out there, so I want to make sure that we're aware of them. I think a lot of times we order what we're used to. We don't even know if the quality is...
Right, we just follow the hype.
Yes, we do. So I want to make sure that we educate ourselves on other brands that are out there and the people behind the brands. Right. And so nobody better to do that than Sunshine Foss, the owner of Happy Cork. She's going to be joining us when we come back. It's Way Up.
Hello, ladies. When they ask what you bring to the table, tell them you brought the table. Way Up with Angela Yee, celebrating the ladies during Women's History Month.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my guy, Mano. And we got a special guest, entrepreneur, real estate mogul. I'm going to say that. Sunshine Foss is here.
Thank you for having me, guys.
So you own a store, but not just a store, the building.
Yes.
And the store is called Happy Cork.
Absolutely.
Right. You also wanted to highlight black-owned brands in this store. And I think this is such an important thing because in the spirits business, you see that it's such a challenge and a struggle to be able to, even if you're not a black-owned brand, to stand out and to survive in that space. But for a black-owned brand, it can be even harder.
Absolutely. For me, I felt like there was no representation. And so for me, I wanted to make sure that we could represent that on our shelves and also, too, to be able to kind of set us apart from what was already on the market. And no lie, all of these brands that we have on the shelves, there's so much attention to detail and quality that goes into it. It's not just us slapping like a label on something and putting it up on the shelf just so it could sell quick. It really is about like spending time nurturing these brands and creating like the most amazing products.
And look we have Uncle Nearest right here. Now we all know this is like $1 billion brand at this point.
$1 billion brand.
So shout out to Fawn Weaver. And we also have Tea Capri.
I'm
excited about that. So tell us the story of Tea Capri.
So Tea Capri was created by this amazing black woman. And again, for you to have a tequila, it has to be made in Mexico for it to be called tequila.
Yeah.
So you have agave, like we have agave spirits out of Africa. A lot of people don't even know Africa has one of the biggest growing markets for agave, which is essential for making tequila.
Right.
But for it to be called tequila, it has to be made in Mexico. But one of the first black women to create a tequila brand out of Mexico, and that in itself is hard enough, but now has distribution all over the U.S. That's not easy.
And then you have a mezcal here, Dolce.
You have a mezcal here, Dolce Mezcal, again, created by an amazing black woman. It's a duo. Mezcal is one of like the most popular categories, and not many black people own a mezcal brand, and that is so. It kind of feels like stupid. Like, why would we not?
And I think we get so accustomed to ordering certain things that we don't even try to venture out and try other brands. You know what I mean? And so I just think it's important for us to, rethink what it is that we're getting. Do a little research, because we do have a lot of say in where our dollars are spent and supporting each other. Because, there's a lot of things right now with the president that we have currently in office that's trying to make sure that we don't get the support that we need. And so I just think that what you're doing is so important and so valuable. And I know my friend Ingrid has iBest Wines.
iBest Wines is on our show.
And she actually did that wine in South Africa.
Yes.
Well, listen, I want to thank you so much for coming through, because tonight you'll actually be doing co-hosting at Cup at my coffee shop.
Listen,
with us.
congratulations again.
But I'm just excited for this collaboration. It's Women's History Month.
I'm super excited.
We have these black women-owned brands that are going to be featured at Cup tonight, as we also do Taco Tuesdays.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. I'm excited about tonight.
I'm excited. Everybody come out.
Everybody's
please.
invited.
Yes.
6 to
You
9.
gonna
I'm
be
going to
there?
post about
I'm
it.
pulling up.
And when we come back, we have your Yeetie and the Menendez brothers. Find out what happened yesterday during this press conference. It's way up.
Get it? Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
It's way up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here. Let's get into this Yeetie. I know we've been watching all that's been happening with the Menendez brothers. And the LA County District Attorney Nathan Hochman said yesterday he's asking the court to withdraw the previous DA's motion for resentencing. He said that basically they've been telling a whole lot of lies. He does not want them to get out of jail. He said this at a news conference yesterday. He said the court can agree with it, the court can disagree with it, or modify it in some respect, but they are prepared to go forward with the hearing that's going to be happening March 20th and 21st. That's what it's set for. They're serving life without the possibility of parole for murdering their parents, Kitty and Jose Menendez. He said the brothers persist in telling these lies for the last over 30 years about their self-defense. They persist in insisting they did not suborn any perjury or attempt to suborn perjury, then they do not meet the standards for resentencing. They do not meet the standards for rehabilitation. So he also brings up the fact that it was premeditation. They drove to San Diego days before the murder, bought shotguns with a fake ID on the night of the murders. They planned an alibi, and they also went to buy movie tickets. And so they said they had the presence of mind to pick up all the shotgun shells to try to hide their fingerprints, so on and so forth. So we'll see what happens. It's not looking promising now, though. I thought they was getting out. Yeah, that they were going to end up getting out. All right, now Wendy Williams was taken away from her New York assisted living facility by ambulance. Cops were called in yesterday for a wellness check. She tossed a handwritten note out the window, and it said, "Help, Wendy." And so the call came in about 11:15 a.m. We know she's been diagnosed with dementia, and she tossed that note, so she was taken away by ambulance. And there is a guardianship investigation. We talked about this yesterday. They're also saying, according to TMZ, that she did ace a psychiatrist's capacity test and that she scored a 10 out of 10 on a psych exam. She was asked 10 questions to see if she was alert and oriented, and she answered every single one of them correctly. So hopefully...
So nothing's wrong with her.
That's what she's arguing. I think that we've seen her have some struggles. I don't know that what she's gone through warrants this guardianship inside of a place where she can't speak to anybody, can't access her own funds, or do anything. I think that's the issue. All right, now Real Housewives of Atlanta, Portia told Watch What Happens Live on Sunday that her divorce was about to be finalized before her ex got detained by ICE. And in addition to that, she also is now, according to the Jasmine brand, filing a motion to try to get her portion of the home that her and Simon had together. So we'll see what happens with that. And that is your Yeetie. We do have the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Plus, we have Erica Ford joining us. She is the author of the Peace Doctors Playbook, but we also know her for the amazing work that she's done in the community. This is a new chapter of her life as she is trying to find her own peace. Sometimes you do so much for other people, it's hard for you to take care of yourself. That's what she's trying to do now, and she wants to pass that information forward. It's Way Up.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee Tea. Way up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
Yeah.
Let's get into some Yeetie, and let's talk about this Stephen A. Smith versus LeBron James. A lot of people are weighing in on what they believe is the real issue here and who's right and who's wrong. Well, Ryan Clark on the Pivot Podcast has some things to say about the privilege that Bronny gets that also goes along with the criticism that he gets. Here's what he said.
Bron got to let Bronny be a man. Bronny James, he is more negatively critiqued than any player who would be picked in that position that does the job the way that he does it. But he's also benefited in NIL when he only averaged 4 points a game. He has marketing and commercials and publicity and followings and get paid away from the court more than Mac McClung, who then led the G League in scoring and won the dunk contest 3 times because you're LeBron James's son.
He also says that LeBron running up on Stephen A. does not help the narrative because the narrative was he's there because of you. Now all of a sudden we can't talk about him either. So that was his point.
I'm LeBron.
Right. Yeah.
I'm LeBron. I get it, but I'm LeBron. Like.
All right. Well,
yeah.
Here's what Stephen A. Smith has to say about his conversation with LeBron. He said it wasn't about Bronny. It was more about LeBron as a dad.
So it wasn't about Bronny. It was about him. Once he said, as a father, that was about him. I don't want to have a critical word about Bronny James at this stage of his career.
All right. So, we don't know what's really going to happen, but I know Stephen A. Smith is going to continue to address this.
But we don't even know exactly what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Well, we know what Stephen A. Smith is saying, that I guess he's saying the gist of the conversation was not about Bronny, was about LeBron.
Stop talking about my son or else. Playing with me.
Okay. So we'll see what happens because, I believe he's doing some more press and talking about this. And listen, I don't know, but I understand both sides of it because I think Ryan Clark did a good job of explaining.
I like how he broke
you get
it
the
down.
benefits,
yes.
right? But you can't be mad with the criticism that comes with those benefits.
I get it.
It's going to be both.
I get it, but you're more emotionally attached though because it's your son.
Yeah, and that's hard to not be.
Right.
And Ryan Clark also has a son that is, wanting to play. Mm-hmm. And obviously they'll never play together, but you have to balance being a dad, but also being a public sports figure. All right. Drake posted, I grew up non-confrontational and always treated this game as a sport where my pen won gold. But these days, the podium has been hard for all of us to ignore. I understand that this next chapter may leave you feeling uneasy, but I hope you see my honesty as clarity, not charity. That answers some questions, especially about the unanswered texts you've been sending me. What does that mean?
Somebody don't know, man.
Somebody
we don't even know what he talking about.
Analyze this.
Yeah. We all of these decoders.
All he has to do is just keep doing music. Yeah. Truthfully, that's it. Just keep doing that. And then lastly, I want to talk about Donald Trump. Now, he is saying this boycott of Tesla is illegal. Tesla sales and stocks have dropped. And he said he plans to buy a Tesla today to support Elon Musk because of the vehicle maker sales and share price. Things are going bad. So he said today he's going to be buying this new Tesla as a show of confidence and support.
And does he think that's going to drive the stock back up?
Well, maybe his followers will go and then do the same thing. I think that's what he's hoping. There's a lot of people that blindly do what he does. So that could help, right? People bought the Donald Trump crypto. Mm-hmm. And the sneakers, right? Did people buy the sneakers? All right. In addition to that, he also announced a 50% tariff on Canadian steel and aluminum imports after Ontario's electricity tariffs came in at 25%. This was Donald Trump's response to that. He also warned of additional tariffs on Canadian cars starting April 2nd if there's other trade barriers that remain. And he declared a national emergency on electricity and suggested that Canada should join the U.S. to eliminate tariffs and be more secure. So in other words, you want to take over Canada. Canada is...
What's a Canadian car?
There's a lot of... I think
a Canadian car.
I think they make a lot of things there. Like, in Mexico, a lot of our stuff for cars is imported from Mexico.
The parts.
Yeah, the parts, and they do a lot of building there too. So, that's part of what it is that they build there as well, and they have factories. All right, well, that is your Yee. When we come back, Ask Yee with the award-winning advice-giving Mano. All right, 800-292-5150. Call us up. Any question? Oh, and here's the legend herself, SZA with Saturn. It's way up.
Everybody exits. Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
All you should know.
This is Ask Yee
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Mano's here. He's the award-winning advice giver. He's been through it all.
Yes,
and we got Mike on the line for Ask Yee. Hey, Mike.
What's going on, Yee? How we doing?
I'm good. What's your question for me at Mano?
So, there's this girl. I think she's the one. We've been seeing each other for a while. She fills my cups in all the types of ways. You know, we slowed it down. We weren't trying to really sleep with each other yet because, you know, you don't do that when you're really into someone.
Oh, really?
And when I got to her place, and contact, it's been about, 4 weeks? Her place was a mess.
Wow, she didn't clean up for you?
I mean, I don't know if she was anticipating that it was going to happen after this date, but you know me, I'm always ready. I'm always prepared. I have OCD. My place is spotless. But the sink was dirty. I went to the bathroom. It just wasn't really, I wasn't feeling it.
Was the house dirty or was it like disorganized with like clothes? Because there's a difference.
It was disorganized with clothes. You know, it looked like she was just trying to figure out what the hell she was trying to wear all week and just left everywhere. Like, I saw there's a thong on the couch, on the armrest.
So it's not that dirty then. It's just a little
is it dirty like crust in the bathtub and stains in the toilet? Maybe a poop floating around?
Right.
Nah, man, I would have walked out if there was a doopie floating,
so she's just messy.
Like, if you were to see my place, I'm extremely organized.
Yeah, but don't be a lame, though, bro, because everybody not like you. You can't just be like...
But you know what? It probably flashed through his head like, is this a person I could be with when I'm... Because people who are really neat and organized, it's hard for them to be with somebody who is messy, right? Because there's a balance there. Did you still smash?
I mean, yeah, of course.
On top of the clothes?
On top of the clothes.
Of course.
But nobody's going to be perfect, though, bro. You can talk to her about it, like, especially if you're planning on proceeding with the relationship for it to be serious, but I don't think it's a deal breaker.
Has she been to your house?
Not yet.
When she sees that, that's when
it's a huge shock.
Yeah, you definitely should have a conversation. You should be like, look, this is a little messy. I don't know if it was like a out of the ordinary thing for you. I'm just super neat, so just thought I'd ask. I don't know if you have a housekeeper.
Just be the one, so y'all move in together, just be the one that clean up the house. You that's your job.
I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna sit on it and think about it, but I think for sure Shorty's the one.
He's going back, so it don't matter. Yeah, I think this is a small thing, but it is something you got to nip in the bud right away because you don't want it to turn into a bigger issue. All right, well, good luck.
Thank you so much, y'all.
All right, well, that was Ask Yee. I know that's something small to you, man.
That's not a big deal.
Yeah, you've had worse.
Dirty,
when I'm not home for a long time and I'm running around doing stuff, my house gets messy.
Right,
it bothers me. But I will tell you, if she should know you're going on a date with somebody and this could potentially happen, definitely should clean up.
She didn't know that they was going to slide back.
All right, yeah, it was 4 weeks. She probably thought, ain't nothing happening. I'll wear these old granny panties. All right, well, that is Ask Yee, 800-292-5150 if you want to leave a message and ask a question. That way you can. And when we come back, we have Erica Ford joining us. She has a new book out, The Peace Doctor's Playbook, but she has also been quite active in the community for a really long time. This is like her life's work, but she's had some struggles recently. We'll talk about that in relation to the book that she has. It's Way Up.
Hello, ladies. When they ask what you bring to the table, tell them you brought the table. Way Up with Angela Yee, celebrating the ladies during Women's History Month.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my compadre, Mano.
Yeah, I'm in the building.
And we have the iconic Erica Ford here with us.
How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you? I'm glad you're here.
Peaceful.
And we have the Peace Doctor's Playbook here, as you guys can see.
It's a tool.
I think writing is so important when it comes to things being therapeutic for you, but also coming up with solutions.
Yeah. And the particular of these solutions are exactly what I used on myself and young people for the last 37 years. And so I put what works in the playbook, and I do plays because I like sports, right? You can't win a championship without plays. You need a playbook. But who's your coach for life? Who's writing your plays for life? Who's writing your kids' plays, right? You need your playbook. You need a guide to help you guide through this thing, because this world is crazy.
You know, Erica, I want to say, like, as a person who's been on the front lines for decades, and then for you, I know you've said, you're taking a step back from life camp and things that you said, but that's still your baby always.
Yes.
I know that's hard for you, but we also don't realize the toll that takes on a person personally. because I think a lot of times we look to people who are leaders in that space, and we have a lot of expectations. It's like, come on, Erica, we need you to get out here and do this. We need you to organize. But that's not always easy for a person like yourself.
I just want to remind you of what I physically looked like last year. Last year I was 100 pounds wet. I was almost dead. It took a toll because for people like Mano, I'm the voice for people like Mano. Mm-hmm. And not Mano as the celebrity, but Mano before he became the celebrity, right? The people who have no voice, that are incarcerated, that the police are beating up in the streets, that are getting kicked out of school. I've been the advocate for those folks for years.
Right now, Mano and I are talking to Erica Ford, the author of the Peace Doctors Playbook, but you also know her as the founder of Life Camp.
My programs, I started with Brothers in Jail. I started with Tupac, right? And our goal was to work with those young people that nobody else wanted to work with.
Right.
And those brothers were caught in a system in the street. They had lawyers that they were paying. They had accountants. And that was a business.
How was that working with Tupac?
It was amazing because Tupac is a visionary, right? And he's got heart and he's loyal. And, you know, I think that if a system wasn't intentionally designed to destroy him, he would, you know, have made even greater impact. But he's lit fire in a lot of people who are doing great things today. And so just like Nipsey, the marathon continues, right? But Tupac had a vision. And that vision is now throughout the United States, right? Because the New York City crisis management system, although a lot of people say that they started it, you know, it's something that started in my living room. The concept of it, right? The writing of it. And now we are able to pay a lot of men and women who come home from jail to work in the communities that they hustled in, that they helped destroy. And then we also are there to co-produce public safety with the police. Like, you can't criminalize your way out of this. You can't lock your way out of this. We can't lock up young people because they don't have access to wealth, because they don't have access to the resource and the knowledge that they need to get out of this intentional trap.
Erica Ford is here with us, and we have more with her when we come back. It's Way Up.
Ladies, when they ask what you bring to the table, tell them you brought the table. Way Up with Angela Yee, celebrating the ladies during Women's History Month.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and we are here with activist, author, founder of Life Camp, Erica Ford. How do you work within the system that we have now?
It's hard, and that's why I got these gray hairs. That's why I almost was dead. You working in the system, and then you lose faith. I work years to co-produce public safety with the police. Most people don't want to work with the police.
Right.
You know, and so, but I'm like, we got to work with them because they in our neighborhood. So if a young kids get arrested or something is going left, how do you negotiate out of it if you don't have a relationship with the police?
Or you have a contentious relationship.
Right. Then they gonna F you. And it took years to build that relationship. So for them to just run in my office like, you know, they running in the crack spot how was
it now? Like, is the relationship
I haven't
now?
spoke to nobody. And that tells you how it is now. Nobody in NYPD has reached out to and let me put it this way, the authority in NYPD, right? Because I could talk to local cops and stuff like that, but the authority in NYPD has not reached out and talked to me. So
listen,
you know,
and that's really discouraged. Like you said, it is discouraging. You spent so much time, really like over 30 years, building that bridge and that relationship to be.
Yes.
So now what?
Now we go to the Peace Doctor Playbook and we open it up. And
okay,
we
how about this? Just because the river is quiet doesn't mean the crocodiles are gone. Stay focused. See things for what they truly are, not what your emotions paint them to be. Love life and live by the 3 R's. Respect for yourself, respect for others, and responsibility for your actions. Life challenges don't disappear just because things seem calm.
That police situation is a good example of that. But also in many ways, right? Because the reality of it is we're caught in a trap. And so things might look calm, but stay focused and plan your life.
Well, listen, I want to make sure everybody knows that Erica Ford is going to be at Barnes & Noble. Your book will be in the window. You have activations March 18th through March 26th. And this is the main Barnes & Noble on 5th Avenue, right by the New York Public Library.
Correct. I'm on 5th Avenue.
That's
we couldn't
amazing.
even shop on 5th Avenue back then. Like,
I
now
still
you
can't.
there.
Look, still can't
Now
right
we
now.
there. Go to ericaford.org and show up and show out. Yes.
The Peace Doctors Playbook. 365 days to a stronger, more powerful you. And nobody better to get that from than Erica Ford.
Thank you both.
You can watch that full interview with Nems on my YouTube channel, Way Up With Ye. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Mano is here.
Yeah, baby.
I know that's right. And let me tell you something. Today, I am going to be at Coffee Uplifts People, my coffee shop in Brooklyn.
Taco Tuesdays.
Taco Tuesdays.
Pulling
yes,
up.
indeed. You're pulling up.
Yes.
Because after Ramadan, after the sun goes down, because
right.
it's Ramadan, you
That's
can
right.
come and have your fish tacos. And thank you again to Happy Cork. Thank you to Sunshine for joining us. We're going to be featuring 4 Black woman-owned spirits brands. So they'll be with us tonight at Cup as well. Also, shout out to Erica Ford for joining us. Make sure you get her book, The Peace Doctors Playbook. Watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up With Ye. Mano, on your best behavior. How you feeling?
I'm great.
You feel good?
I'm good.
You hungry yet?
I'm good. I am hungry.
I know.
I'm all right.
You only got a few more hours.
All right, though. I got this.
We outside.
It's not a problem.
All right. Well, this is your show, so you have the last word.
Hey, Angela Lee, I want to shine a light on you. I love the show. I especially love the secrets part of the show. I just want to say maybe if also they could add what sign they are, and then we do like at the end of the week where we do a survey to see the different signs that's doing like all the crazier things, and we could like basically show who outshined in the secrets. Thank you, Angela. Love you.
Hey, this is Tiffany, and I just want to shine the light out on my daughter, Pretty Leah, doing her thing right now. And I just wanted to let her know that I love her and keep going to the top, baby. You almost there.
It's showtime.
Yeah, I'm about to tear it up. You tapped in and Way Up with Angela Yee.
I want it now.